Alrighty, well, welcome everybody. Another episode of Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry about last week. A wonderful tree decided to fall on my power line. Good old Hurricane Helene. Um, so 2 weeks ago, we left off with the group uh, having gotten a segment of the dragon's bone to deal the killing blow of this ancient Dracolich they are now dealing with. The party headed over towards Sluberg to find a crafter to help carve sections of the bone into weapons for them. They sat down in this little clearing just south of Schluberg and were awoken in the middle of the night as Misty was being held in the air by a blue djinn who took something from her, and then his children decided to fight while he disappeared. And we left off somewhere in the wee hours of the morning, everybody pretty much naked, fighting throughout the various levels of the ship. So, yeah, we're just gonna dive right into it from there. Elemental 14's got some slam attacks going out. He's gonna hitch the horse, which belongs to Miss Holly. And he's gonna do it again. Hold on a second now, because I feel like this horse should have more than that. Oh, it has exactly that. Okay. So that's two slam attacks for the horse, hitting it, and it disappears in a poof, as it was a summoned steed. Air Elemental 5, up here by Trevor. First one's gonna hit. Second one crits. And it looks like Trevor's resistant to some of that. Back down here, 31. Attack against the bear that is Bairn. First one hits, and he's got one for Fallon, which hits as well. Myrmidon 19, fighting fits. Got a couple of flail attacks. First one hits. Second one hits. Third one misses. And Godric.
All right. So, all right. So as my action, I'm going to. I'm allowed to use my shield as my holy symbol, right?
Yes, because
I
your
think that's
emblem
in there somewhere.
is attached to it.
On it. Good. Because I need to cast Preserve Life.
Okay.
Use my Channel Divinity Preserve Life. So what that does is it allows me to heal. Use my healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times my cleric level. I am currently 13. 5 times 13 is 65. My math is right.
It is.
Uh-huh. It says choose any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points amongst them.
All right. And it does not say anything about having to see them. So
Yeah.
you have yourself, Miss Holly, The Velociraptor, which is Thorin, wild shaped.
Yep.
And then you'd have Quartermaster B, Amber, the Brown Bear, which is Bairn, and Fennon.
Yeah, I think everybody's in a pretty decent shape compared to me and Miss Holly.
Yeah, except for you and Miss Holly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to
Look
split
her up.
those numbers equally between me and Miss Holly.
Okay, who gets the extra
Now,
point, you or her?
I think I have the bigger pool.
Uh,
You know what? Just give it to her.
Give it to
No,
her.
If
it's okay.
if it doesn't, because I think if I remember correctly, let me double check this. But I think I can only go like half, isn't it?
No, that's
Yeah.
that's
This
something.
feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its
Ow.
hit points maximum.
You were both on death's door, so you're gonna get
Right.
32 back. She is gonna get 33 back, and I actually need a
Yeah.
calculator for hers. It was just a weird number, hard to do easy.
That's
math.
fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, and then
Excuse
now
me.
that counts as my action, but does that actually count for casting a spell?
It does not.
Okay, so if I wanted to,
Well,
I know it takes my action, but could I do a bonus action spell?
I don't know if that is a spell or not. I don't think. No, it's not. It's definitely not a leveled spell.
Right.
I think I think the channel divinities count as like a cantrip.
Right, that's
essentially.
what I was thinking, but I was just
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
referring
you
to you
can.
first.
No, you can still cast a leveled bonus action spell.
Okay, so in that case, I would like to cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I will drop him right here
What level are you
at
casting that at?
level 5, because I only have a 5 and a 6 left, so I don't have a choice. So at level 5, let me
I
double
got it
check.
off to the right of the ship there.
Yeah. Okay. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slot levels above the 2nd. So if I'm doing that at 5, would that be 2 extra d8s?
The way they worded that just gave me a fucking migraine.
No. Damage increased by 1. Wait. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd
Okay.
level,
So for every
so 3rd
two
level
levels,
is 1.
every 2 levels, 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8. So for every 2 levels above 2, you get 1 extra d8.
Okay.
For every
So-
two slot levels above the 2nd level that you need to cast it, you get 1 extra d8. So at level 5, you only get 2d8. And then
It
at
is
level
2d8.
6,
Okay.
you'd get 3.
Okay. Well, I'm saving that 6 slot, so
Yeah. So that'll be
okay.
2d8 on that, and
2d8
you get an
on that.
attack at advantage with
Advantage.
that guy right away.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for.
And
Advantage
that hits.
needed. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is
now you
action,
get to do
bonus
something.
action, and I'm not moving anywhere.
All right. That brings us to good old.
We can do this, Miss Holly. Keep at it. We can do this.
Chivalry.
All right. I am getting really fucking tired of these two beating on me.
Tired of these goddamn elementals on this goddamn airship. My attempt at a Samuel L. Jackson modification. It did not work. I apologize.
All right.
If I remember correctly, you had a vow of enmity on one of them, didn't you?
I'm assuming it must be this heavy damaged one.
The 19, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I remembered that.
Actually, I don't think I did because I don't have one marked
No,
off.
you had put it on the dragon. That's what it was.
Yep.
Oh well, worth a shot.
Hey, when the hell did we get a dragon? What?
Like 4 weeks ago. when-
Oh, you're talking about that dragon. Oh, we ain't
Yeah,
slept
that
since then?
No.
Holy shit.
No, you guys were in the middle of trying to sleep. That roll hits when Miss Holly started, or not Miss Holly, Misty started having issues.
I'm just gonna put that out there, Mr. DM. That's some fucked up shit. You didn't even let us sleep after fighting a dragon.
Yeah, you'll live. So that is a nat 1, which means some opportunity attacks.
It was great.
Say that. You say that as a nat 1 hits the table. Really? Y'all are gonna live, nat 1. Fuck you.
And that one crits
Something like
on
that.
you. 19
Oh, that's funny. You're gonna live.
And now you're critting.
That's my second crit of the night. Ooh, it was
Look,
almost the third one.
If this was a chessboard, it'd be across the floor already. Just. Ugh.
All right, those are the opportunity attacks. So that was your second attack.
You're funny.
Kill him, bitch. Just kill him. Get it over
I
with.
would, but that was my last attack for this round, so it's gonna have to wait.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
They did both just use their reactions if there was any movement you wanted to do.
No, because then that's gonna leave them in here with Misty,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna leave her unprotected.
We will jump on to Air Elemental 35 then.
Don't worry, brother. There's a strange lizard coming your way.
First slam against you hits Godric. And it turns around and tries to slam against your spiritual weapon. Obviously not working. Alright, down to Bairn. Oh, fucking advantage. Just gonna do a bite, which hits. And then he's gonna claw at him, which also hits. Alright, Air Elemental 39. He's got 2 coming for you, Godric. First one hits.
Okay.
You should
I'm going to stone skin that son of a bitch.
Stone Endurance.
Yes.
Okay. 12. So you ended up taking 7 off that. And then he's got one more, which hits. Miss Holly.
Let's fuck everything up.
Do it.
Fuck this shit.
I didn't
I'm
ask
gonna
how
use
big
my
the room
font
was.
of magic
Okay.
to do fireball at level 5.
Okay, so mark off 7 Font of Magic points.
I don't get wifey points.
No, you get Font of Magic points. And you're gonna do Fireball at level 5, which is
Yes.
a 20-foot radius. So let me put up a bubble for you, and then you can tell me where it's gonna go. Has to be on a point you can see. So
Beautiful.
It's okay.
That way, it's
If
not
you hit-
hitting Godric if you move it that way.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
but
if you hit me, you hit me. Just do it, babe. Just do
No,
it.
no,
Do
no,
it.
no.
Do it. Hit me. Hit
So
He's got
me.
fire resistance.
Yeah. Hit me. Go ahead.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't have his armor on.
But it technically, if I scroll down into the screen, it's hitting 39 too. Even if it's a little bit of it, it's fire. It's gonna still get it.
But
It's
we
got to be at
have
least half.
half the token.
Yeah.
Was our determination. So if you want to hit all three of them, it's got to go like that.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And that doesn't
It covers
cover
half
half of.
me.
No, it doesn't. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can hit
Okay,
all
beautiful.
three
Never mind.
without
Okay,
gobbling.
cool. Come on. First things first.
Yeah. Get him, girl. Get him.
Hold on. Let me target them for you.
Oh, I was gonna do that. Okay.
All right, go ahead and drop the save. And why did it only do it on one of them?
I don't know. Did you target it?
Yeah, try that one more time. It's gonna make you drop it on each one of them individually.
Okay.
Okay, so that one succeeds. That was 14.
Looks like
So
she
let me
dropped it
do
on
30.
35, 39 import turn.
That was 35.
And 39.
39. 39 fails. Okay. So when you do the damage now, you got to add 2 extra d6s, which you do by right-clicking while holding.
I know.
And then drop them in the chat box.
La 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 la. Bitches.
Okay. Well, you
Hell
almost
yeah.
killed one of them,
Ugh,
and the other 2 are looking pretty rough.
a little tough. Okay.
Little rough.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
As a bonus action. No, let me stay quiet, because
No,
no.
what you got? Now's the time to bust it all out.
Yeah, as a bonus action, I was gonna say if I could use 6 points, whichever I have left of font magic, to do something else.
Give me a second.
Because I have 6 left.
It would have to be,
She has quickened spell.
Yes, I do.
So
Okay.
that's one thing. I'm looking.
Do you have a slot available? Spell slot?
Yeah, I do.
She
Okay.
does. Okay, so what are you trying to cast? Let's start with that.
Well, I was going to do Acid Splash.
Acid Splash is a cantrip. So you would just need to quicken at that point.
No, not Acid Splash. I'm sorry, I'm being retarded. I was trying to use the Magic Missile for all
Okay.
3 again. But I know.
I mean, you have a level 1, 2, or 3 spell slot, so in that case, all you need to do is quicken it, which costs you 2 sorcery points. So 2 sorcery points, and then you can cast Magic Missile at whatever slot you have available there.
Okay,
As a
let's
bonus
do that.
Okay. So
Yeah. So
mark
let
off
me.
2 more sorcery points. Font magic points.
Yeah. Hold on.
And then what level do you want to cast that
at? 3, since it's the highest one I have available.
Okay, so you get to drop 5 darts on whichever ones you want to.
Okay, hold on. Well, the same ones.
Okay, well you get 5 darts to distribute however you want amongst the 3. So just drag them one at a time and drop them on whichever one you want.
Okay. Hold on. Why is this
The
so?
great part about Magic Missile is there is no dex checks for that. It is going to hit. The downfall
Okay.
is you have to drag the dice for each individual missile.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of being weird right now. Okay, the
Yeah.
first one, 3 hours later.
That kill. Hold on, because you're dropping
Sorry.
3 at a time. So
Sorry.
what was that? That was
I did the
okay.
first one for 14.
Yeah, hold on a second here.
Well, I'm doing it 3 times because I'm doing it at level 3. So wouldn't it be?
No,
No,
no, you
that's not how
get
that works.
additional darts. It
Oh,
doesn't
okay,
do
got
more
it, got it, got it,
damage.
got it. No, I got you, got you, got you.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lunde.
Okay, so the first one cost you 2 of your darts, and it killed Air Elemental 14.
Beautiful.
And then let me give this guy 6 back. Do it this way. Okay, you've still got 2 darts left. So drag and drop that 2 more times on whoever you want to
Yeah.
drop them on. Okay, and 1 more. All right. Do you want to move?
No.
Okay. That will bring us
Yeah.
to Amber.
Hey Pam, normally you'd be right, and you did it right for any other spell.
Got it.
This one's
Magic
just different.
missiles, yeah,
Yeah, this one's just a lot of
yeah,
clicking. Got it.
yep,
Okay.
yep,
Okay.
yeah.
She is going to swing with her quarterstaff. Hits B. Misses with his first one. And hits with his second one.
You know,
Thorin.
after 2 weeks, I forgot. But now looking at this map, I realize while the rest of us are getting our asses handed to us and we're beating on things, Vennon's down there just staring at the crew. What the fuck, dude?
Sounds about right.
I think Venom was dealing out some damage last week, though.
Gets to go that way.
I bet Miss Holly would disagree with that.
No, he can't exactly hit 4 people all at once.
We're all about ready to, fall over. Looks like you got a full health bar, bud.
And with that, Fennon's up. And of course, he wasn't here the week I chased him around the arena with the dragon. Just trying to get one hit on him to say that I hit him finally.
He's going to...
You are currently hidden.
Alright, so he'll pop out enough to get line of sight on 16.
Okay.
And let me get onto my screen here. He's going to take a shot at 16.
Yep, with advantage.
There we go, sorry.
That'll hit.
Oh, I gotta throw the sneak attack on there, right?
Sneak attack.
I think that's all he gets. If I remember right, because the other ones don't apply unless it's the first turn.
Yeah, I think it's just sneak attack, because you don't have anything Hunter's marked right now.
No, I don't. I haven't even popped a Hunter's Mark yet, I don't think.
Yeah, so just sneak attack then. 19 points.
And then he'll pop back into the stairwell.
Okay.
And use a bonus action to hide. On here. Does he? I forget. Does he get advantage at that? I think he does, right?
Yeah, because you're hiding in the shadowy stairwell. You made a point of that. Okay.
Whole lot of good it did him.
Still hidden though. Barely.
Yeah, I think that's all he's got. I don't know if he can see the upper part of the stairwell or not.
I mean, you could see
Because I'm figuring I
to
don't know,
about right there, but you can't
Okay,
like
so
you can't see around the corner or nothing. You can see the top of the stairs.
okay. Oh, I was thinking the other one. Okay, the other one goes to the upper deck. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'll stick where I'm at for right now.
Okay. That'll bring us to this guy. He's gonna take his first swing on Fitz. Hits. And next one on Velociraptor. Missing. And another one on the Velociraptor. Missing again. Elemental 16's got a slam for Amber. Hits. And a slam for B. Misses. Trevor. Give this elemental the business. First one hits. Second one hits. Good old Fallon.
Poor
Fighting
guy's missing.
without his fingers.
Yeah.
And he misses, sure enough. And that brings us to the top of the order. It's going to be Air Elemental up by Trevor. First slam misses. Second one hits. Elemental down here. Hits Baron. Auto misses Fallon. Which will, of course, give them opportunity attacks.
Still say Air Elemental 5 needs to be fired. How do you miss a goddamn tree? I remember that from the last time we played. He keeps missing Trevor.
And Godric, you see an arrow fly out of seemingly nowhere. If you want to make a perception check, you can.
Sure. I'm not great at it, but
Miss
hey.
Holly, you can make a perception check as well.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys see two arrows fly out of nowhere. As you look kind of towards the front of the ship where you assume they're coming, you both recognize a familiar face who then raises up his longbow and takes a third shot. The arrow going clean between the two of you. and impaling the myrmidon behind you. He then moves up to about here. Don't worry if you don't remember who that is. We'll get to it. It's Myrmidon's turn.
Not Emo Dane again, is it?
No. First one hits. Second one hits. Oh, I had it. Trying to rush my buttons and I'm clicking the wrong dice. Third one crits. That's it for the Myrmidon. Godric, you're up.
Okay.
The two elementals in front of you are gone.
Okay. So from our current position, is there enough movement for my spiritual weapon to move up and over to the air elemental 5? I'm assuming where we are is kind of right below Trevor.
Yeah, so you guys are actually closer to right below the air elemental. Trevor would
Right.
be back like another. Trevor would be here. So
Yeah.
the air
What I'm hoping
elemental's
for is
here and 10 feet up. So how much movement does it have?
20.
10, 15. It can be within melee just below the air elemental. Right there.
Close enough to hit though?
Yeah, within melee.
Okay. So for my bonus action then, is that enough for flanking with Trevor?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, spiritual weapon away. That hits. Okay.
9 points of damage there.
Okay. And then I should have enough movement to wrap myself around the stairs and then come up alongside. Do I have that right? Because I have 40 feet.
Yeah, so 5,
So that
10,
would be 10.
15, 20, 25 will put you right next to it.
Okay. And without anybody on the other side, I'm assuming just a standard attack from me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you need all 4 sides for advantage.
Yeah, I got your message twice, by the way.
Oh shit, that second one wasn't supposed to go to you.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay, that's okay. Just let you know. Okay, so that hit, and that means I get a divine strike. So we're throwing that in there too.
Still up, barely.
Yeah. Okay. And that's movement. That's bonus action. Action. I'm spent, man.
All right, Fitz.
Okay.
That'll hit. That is enough to do it.
All right. I am going to bonus action channel divinity, vow of enmity
Okay.
on number 6.
Okay.
Or wait, do I even need to with the velociraptor there?
Well, right now you guys are flanking. Velociraptor has pack tactics as well. Well, that's for it. That's not for you. But you're flanking.
Oh, what the hell, I already
I'll
did it.
even, if that makes you feel better.
Fuck.
It's gonna miss.
Alright. That's it for me.
So next up is the brown bear, Baron. Start out with his claws. Hits. And run and jump. Latching his jaws down on this other one. Miss Holly.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
I am going to go assist Trevor.
Altitude in the bottom deck. We got this.
What?
You do hear a lot of animal noises and shouting and yelling coming from below deck still.
Yeah.
When you look up, you see Trevor standing tall and strong, and Godric and his spiritual weapon going to work on that one elemental.
Oh, the spiritual weapon's there? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost on the water. Mine. Okay, never mind. What?
Yeah, we got a crowd up here, hon. We got a crowd.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go down and try to help Ember.
Okay. So I'll get you 5, 10. Oh, sorry, wrong way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 will put you right there. And you've got a movement speed of 40. Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Beautiful. You fail to see Fennin as you start running down the stairs, end up tripping over him, slamming into that back wall, and taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
I know.
And you are prone.
Fucking A. Should have gone and helped Trevor.
You do still have action and bonus action. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I want to do magic missile.
You cannot see a target right now.
I know. I know. No, nothing. Just
You
there.
could use your action to dash so you can stand up and position yourself a little better.
Let's just do that, 'cause that's all I'm gonna do. Just get up.
Well, that gives you another 25 feet of movement. So where do you want to go to?
Next to Amber.
Like right behind her?
Yeah. Perfect, right there.
Okay.
No, like behind, literally. Like, there you go.
All right. Well, that will bring us to Amber's turn. She's going to take a smack at this thing, missing. B. Now that you're down here, you can see when B attacks, he like goes to do a belly bump, and as he does so, little electrical shocks discharge out of him. And that's literally all he's doing, is sitting there like bumping at this thing with his belly. Back up top to the Velociraptor. Bite first. Missing. And a claw. Also missing. Fennin. I am gonna have you make a dexterity save to see if you ended up in that tumble with her or not, since she did trip over you. You're good. In fact, one might say you might have stuck your leg out as she was running down the stairs. But there were no witnesses, so.
And this is the guy whose word you're going to trust more than your step, Pally. I see how it is, Miss Holly.
Hey, I don't want to hear it. We all been through a lot. We're all exhausted. I'm just saying.
Is that still an advantage on that?
Very
Here,
much so.
We're all exhausted.
And it's.
God damn it. I'll say the same damn thing.
That shot is enough to do it.
Yeah, so as soon as he's done, I mean, I would say he's probably going to stick to the same tactics, not knowing what else is down here.
I mean, well, after you take the shot, you look left and look right. You can see Fennon basically at death's door and nothing else really going on.
See who at death's door?
Fallon.
Oh, Fallon?
I probably said Fennon, but I meant Fallon.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I wouldn't have moved there. I would have probably moved over to, say, 5 to there. 25, 30. So that would put me at exactly enough room. And I don't know if I could maybe...
Yeah,
as a bonus, I can maybe do an assessment on him.
Yeah, make a medicine check at disadvantage.
Don't know how good I'm going to be at this, but
you don't notice anything that you weren't already aware of. You know, he's missing fingers and toes from the frostbite.
okay.
But he's standing there, like with one hand holding his blanket over his shoulders and dragging his sword with the other one, which is basically just like his hand and thumb, and he's like got his sword dragging it behind him. He looks rough.
Sorry, the way you described it, it made it sound like he was down. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I'd probably try to usher him back into his room or into a room. But other than that, I don't have anything else for my turn.
All right, that's gonna bring us up to the air elemental, the mermaiden rather. Misses. I will hit this fucking velociraptor one time if it's the death of me. There we go. Trevor. I don't think we need the advantage. Sure don't. Fallon is going to just kind of casually and lazily step around you and start making his way towards the stairs. And that brings us to the top of the round with this wonderful unknown individual. First shot, trying to go around the velociraptor and misses a little bit. Second shot, however, hits. And he's gonna bump up here. Godric. That elemental's down. I just haven't
Yeah.
gotten to the token yet.
All right. Back down. Probably a
5, 10, 15 to the bottom of the steps.
wrap around towards Fitz. That's you said 10.
That was
So there's
15 to get you right there.
15. So there's 25, 35, 40. I got that right?
Yep. And I think you have your boots activated.
No, not yet.
Okay. I know you made a point of saying you grabbed them, but I couldn't remember if you activated them or not.
Oh wait, you know what? Yeah, I did because I rushed my ass upstairs.
Yeah, because you got from your room all the way up in one turn. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got that extra movement if you want it.
How far is it? Okay. All right. No, I don't need it.
Okay.
That's 60 feet away. This is 40 feet away. So I'm going to use my level 6 heal. It's just straight 70 to Fitz.
And that's why it's a level 6 spell.
Yeah. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for myself. I'm gonna bring my spiritual weapon down to right behind me.
It's 5 feet of movement to get it right there.
Yeah. And just leave it right there.
Okay.
And then that's it. That's action, bonus action, movement.
All right, Fitz.
Okay. I am going to scream at this Myrmidon. You hit me, not my friends.
That hits. Right. 12 points of damage there. That hits.
Okay, and this is going to have 3d8 extra.
Okay.
Wait, why didn't that do my...
Just roll the d8s in the chat box and I'll tack them on him.
Okay. Let's see. Two d8.
Looking rough still up, though.
Well, that's my turn.
All right. Bairn is going to de-shape and start working with Amber. Miss Holly.
Okay, so do I hear anything else?
There's
Anywhere?
still a little bit of commotion coming on from upstairs. Oh, you're attuned to the helm, so you are
Yeah.
aware of everything going on right now.
Okay.
So you're aware that there's one Myrmidon left and that Godric Fitz, the Velociraptor, and our curious individual are all engaged with it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go upstairs. Up deck, sorry.
"40 feet will get you right there."
Can I hit the Velociraptor from here, from where I am with the magic missile?
No, you can't see it.
Damn it.
That's one of our
Yeah,
druids.
you would be aware that that's one of your druids being attuned to the Spelljammer helm.
Okay, never mind. But I still see the elemental over here, like,
Yes,
threatening
but
Misty.
you don't. There's a wall there, so you don't have line of sight. Which I'm pretty sure.
Misty's still unconscious, right?
Yes. Pretty sure.
Do I see Misty from here? Just because, like, I can kind of take a
Yeah.
peek and.
No,
Okay.
you can see Misty from where you're standing. So the walls, there's one here and there's one
Yeah, I
here.
saw it.
This is a toilet.
Okay, got
So you've got line of sight on Misty, but not on the Velociraptor.
I'm gonna try to send message to Misty
Okay.
and say, wake up, it's me, Miss Hawk, wake up.
You hear no response.
Oh no.
Anything
I don't
else
have
for
more
your turn?
movement, right?
You what?
I don't have more movement at all. Can dash or anything.
You would have had to have dashed, but it cost an action to cast message.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
So that's
That's
it for
it for me. Yeah.
Alrighty. The fucking crit is a Velociraptor. And a miss. Fennon.
He's gonna make his way back upstairs. So let me see if I can do this. 25. Well, that's probably gonna put him as far as he can go, and then he'll dash. Or bonus action dash, I should say.
Okay, so it'll be 5 and 15 will get you right there next to Miss Holly.
That's okay, so 15, so he's still got another 25.
5, yeah.
Can I see anything like?
Yeah, you
Does
can
he see this?
You can see the Myrmidon, and you can see everything in there from where you're standing.
Okay. I am going to shoot at the one person that I know is hostile.
You are not hidden from it.
That's fine. No advantage on that, right?
No.
All
right. If you hit, you will still get your sneak attack, though, because it is within 5 feet of allies. But, yeah, no, you didn't.
That's good. Can't win them all.
Anything else for your turn?
Let me see here. That was, another 10, so he's got, 15 left? Probably just try to make it over here.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be it for my turn.
Alrighty. 1 for the raptor. Go 2 for the raptor. And then it's as it sees the raptor go down, it's going to turn around with a third one for Fitz. As the raptor gets replaced by Thorin, who takes a little bit of damage. Trevor, Fallon. All right. Top of the round. Old boy steps out, takes a shot. And deals the killing blow, bringing us out of initiative.
All right, so I would about face and say I'd ask where you came from, but it doesn't really matter to me. What really matters is why are you here?
He steps up to you, puts a hand on your shoulder. Pure luck. And steps past you, noticing Miss Holly, and steps over to wrap her in a large hug.
I'm gonna return the hug.
For those of you who aren't aware of who or what this person is, you are looking at. I mean, the picture is accurate as to what you're seeing, the token. But this is a half elven male. It's hard to tell exactly how old he is, but if you had to guess, you'd say mid-20s. Carrying a long board with a short sword sheathed at his hip. Very rogue-like features to him. Like, he looks slick, if that makes sense. You guys will embrace for a moment, and he'll pull back and put a hand on your cheek. And I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Talking to you, Pam.
I know. Me too. It's been like forever.
He will slide his hand from your cheek to the back of your neck and pull you in for a kiss.
Turn the kiss.
Lots of tongue.
I returned the lots of tongue.
What's everyone else doing? They're gonna catch up for a minute. What's everyone else doing?
Oh my god.
Drawing my weapon?
It's already out. You mean cleaning your weapon?
Not yet. It's gonna get dirty again, apparently.
No, step padded.
I would, yeah. If I notice Fitz twitching, yeah, I would relay. That's Sergeant Mark. He's the official that brought Miss Holly to me when I initially met Miss Holly and needed to take her on her travels. So
You can hear
I mean,
Pam laughing so hard she's choking in the other room right now.
I would say obviously there's a little bit more history than I was aware of. I don't remember a farewell quite that nice. So yeah. Of course, it has been a while.
They
He
did.
always seems to save me. He's like my little boyfriend, my little long distance boyfriend.
I'm essentially gonna like cross my arms and tap my foot and wait because I got questions.
Oh, they're done. They're standing there now.
All right, awesome. So I would look at Mark and go, "Okay, dude. So yeah, hi. Yeah. So questions. Obviously, you're in the area. What's going on?
Fallon
Like,
runs off to the basement. Fallon has made his way up and somehow gets around Miss Holly looking rough. Like holding like I described to Brad earlier, holding the blanket with one hand, trying to hold his sword with his palm and thumb,
yeah.
dragging his sword. Looks like he just did a 50K from
I'm
climbing the
gonna point.
stairs.
I'm gonna do the like overhead point at Fallon and go, Fitz, help your boy, cause I'm spent, bro.
No.
Can I just say to Fallon, are you okay, buddy?
He looks left, looks right, sees that there's no more enemies. I'm gonna go back to bed. Just turns and drags his sword, disappears down the stairs.
But yeah, no, I return to looking at Mark and be like, this area seems war torn. We stopped to rest for the evening, and then we were going to head into town to see what was going on. But obviously, whatever's going on in town has made its way to us. So,
Well,
what can you
I
tell me about us, about what the hell's going on here?
I can't tell you anything about what you just went through. The town is war torn. That's what I'm doing here. All agents were recalled when the rifts opened and the creatures started coming through. And I was assigned a detachment, and we patrol the area around Schluberg, keeping it safe. And lately, we've been dealing with a number of weird, weird creatures. I think some old guy called them a chimera. I've never heard the name before, but we thought they were dragons at first. They've 3 heads, one of a goat, one of a lion, one of a dragon. And they vicious little fuckers. We've managed to kill a couple, but they keep attacking. We're not sure how many are left, but everything we can to keep the city safe.
Is the city still functional?
Yeah,
We're looking
depend.
we're looking for a weaponsmith.
Oh well. I mean, the fort will definitely have a weaponsmith.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, so I it look
I don't make my way into Schluberg very often. I'm sure there's still artisans and such around, but I wouldn't be able to tell you where to find them. But definitely at the fort, Erksfeld.
no, well, that's actually plenty of information because that tells me that we're not wasting our time here, and we know what we may be looking at dealing with to get in. So perfect. Thank you, and excuse me, and I will walk past him to concentrate on Misty.
Not a problem. About that same time, you hear, "Sergeant, is everything okay?" Coming from off the ship. He goes, "Excuse me for a moment," and steps out. You approach Misty. Go ahead and make a perception check right away.
Perception or medicine?
Dealer's choice.
Okay, I'm gonna go medicine because I'm looking for.
Well, she's not dead.
Okay.
She is breathing, non-responsive to stimuli,
Okay.
but she's alive.
Just unconscious, essentially.
Essentially. With a 16, I'd venture to say you try to wake her, but she doesn't wake up.
Okay, so maybe even a coma then, possibly mild coma, maybe. Okay. Um. Okay, so first and foremost, I am going to use my Spare the Dying cantrip
Okay.
on Misty. I know she doesn't have signs of dying, but I'm just covering
Just in
bases, and
case.
cantrips are free, so ain't gonna
Gotcha.
hurt. Worst case scenario, it does shit, but
With the 16, you would also notice that other than being unconscious, nothing seems wrong with her. There's no
okay.
bruises, no cuts, no signs of injury. She's just not waking
Knocked
up.
out.
Yeah. Um, with that in mind, Miss Holly, I will call for you.
Yes.
You have the means. Don't you have the means to telepathically talk with Misty when she is in her trance states?
Yes.
Can you please attempt to do so?
I
Do
tried
you
sending her a message earlier. She didn't respond to me. I can try again.
yeah,
Misty.
do you have enough in your
No, you got that wrong. That's Brad's old character could do that.
Oh,
Well, I can
Dan.
send her a
Wait,
message.
didn't he
He
transfer that
used
to send in though?
no. That was a cleric spell. It's like Dreamwalk or something like that you used.
He did, but Misty did something with him
I
while he was there. She did something. I don't know, and I don't know if it was specific to him or.
don't think it was. Not
I
for
think it
that,
was
at
just a
least.
message.
Oh no! You know what it was? It was when she got tired. She would send him like this signal, like he would get that feeling,
Yeah, but
and then he would.
that's something she can do to other people.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought that was something specific she set up with him, but
Yeah,
but
okay.
that does bring me to an idea of
curious what spell that
that's
was now. I'm looking.
I'm thinking
uh
Dreamwalker, and it was a druid thing,
It would have been cleric thing.
druidic cleric.
No, because Erdan was
no,
just a cleric.
it
Oh,
was I can almost tell you
Was that a subclass specific?
it might have been
I think it was.
but in the long or in the short term while we're wondering what that is, if I look over Misty, do I notice anything seeing as we're both from the Fae? Is there
Go ahead and make
anything out of the ordinary or anything like that?
perception or investigation. The spell is dream, and it subclass specific to Twilight clerics, because typically it's just a wizard spell.
Twilight
Uh,
cleric. Yeah, that's
you don't notice anything different about her. She looks exactly like the last time you saw her, just unconscious.
Well, it's not anything out of the ordinary from the Fae,
You
at
said some
least.
movement there, Jeremy. What are you up to?
Um. Oh. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't actually mean to go down there.
okay.
I was thinking I'm gonna go back to bed, but I realized I should probably. I don't know what that blue dude did to her, but he took something from her, like from her body.
Okay. Well, and until we can actually speak with her or speak to somebody who knows about what they do, I think we're all in the shadows here. So I think at this point, I think our best bet is to try and get some rest since we're all spent. And I think I have a solution to help us do that. Give me a second, and I will stand up and head back out this way and call for Sergeant Mark.
As you come out and open your mouth to talk, he steps up back over the guardrail. And is
Sergeant
right
Mark,
there.
can I ask a favor of you and your men?
If it's, can we help you get a good night's sleep? I've already taken care of it.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. We are completely spent. We took on a dragon and then turned around and we were bum rushed in the middle of the night, and we have nothing left.
I could
We're
clearly
sitting here
tell.
vulnerable.
I could clearly tell. Don't worry, my detachment's already setting up a perimeter out in the tree line.
Perfect.
Worst
Thank you.
case scenario, you'll at least get a 2-minute heads up if anything's coming this way.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. So I will nod and thank him as I walk back. Okay. Sergeant Mark. Obviously, I trust him well enough to keep us safe for the evening. I would like to take Misty with me down to my chambers.
Pervert.
Because number one, I have a nice big bed. Number two, I do not want her left alone because I don't know what the hell that was, and I don't know if they're going to come back. But she is not going to be left alone. So if I can't handle Misty on my own, which I think I should be able to, but in the off chance I can't, I would ask somebody to give me a hand.
You can definitely pick her up and carry her.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to do the whole, like both arms underneath her.
Yeah, when you go to pick her up,
Yeah.
you expect her to weigh like 130 pounds for her size and stature, and it's like 50 pounds.
Oh, Jesus.
Like a third of what she should weigh.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling something's off here, but all right. So, unless anybody has anything else, we got cover for the night. Me and Misty are gonna head down and get some rest. And anybody got anything?
I'll take that as a no.
Go once, going twice. Sold. We're going to bed, boys.
You sleeping in the bed with her?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Pervert.
Yeah. No, there's no way in hell she's getting anywhere away from arm's reach from me. That girl is the literally the motor to our ship, and it just got fucked over. So yeah.
What's everyone else doing?
I would say that I would probably, after I set her in the bed, take a moment to pray to Apollo.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Plan B pill.
I don't know what the fuck that was all about here, big guy, but that was kind of fucked up. Please watch over us tonight and keep us from having to deal with more shit. Something along that lines.
Yeah, I'm gonna pray to Paylor before I go to bed. Just promise me, Paylor, that I'm going to get a chance to go back to the Feywild and stick a very large pole up that blue dude's asshole.
You take a sharp sting as you say your prayers and hear a voice in your head, Godric. Fitz, go ahead and roll a D100 for me. Fitz, I'm assuming you're in your room while you pray.
Yeah.
Okay. Your prayer ritual goes like usual. You hear and feel nothing. Fennon goes to his room. Miss Holly, you turn around to start heading downstairs and see Mark standing there, leaning against the door frame, staring
I'm
at you.
gonna talk to him, of course. I'm gonna go near him and be like, hey,
Hey,
let's go down to the kitchen so you can guide me to something to eat. Cause I'm about to pass out. I'm so exhausted.
I would be happy to make you some food.
Oh, thank you. And I'm gonna give him a kiss on the cheek.
I mean, unless you want to role play our marital life, Pam, I'm gonna say that you guys just spend a really good night together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't defile our food, man.
No.
I wonder if
That
B
part
has a
is
vibrate function.
Beast just sitting there being more and more traumatically damaged.
All right.
I'm gonna say to Mark, just because of the comment, I'm gonna be like, please be very quiet. My step paladin.
I'm not afraid to kill a government official. I just want to make that very clear.
Oh, the stories that B would be able to tell on Sundays. Just saying.
What's left of the evening goes by peacefully. Everybody gets a long rest. Double check your sheets. Make sure that all your spell slots and abilities and shit got refreshed, because I know we had an issue with that when the most recent update came out.
Well, long rest.
Godric, I'm going to say you wake up first. Kind of being
Okay.
an edge. You wake up, you're half asleep, and you kind of like do the keep your eyes closed, but put your hand over to where Misty should be, and the bed is empty.
I'm gonna jump up.
You jump up, and you can see Misty sitting there, back against the wall, kind of near the door to your room, and she is holding a feather in her hands, and she's staring at this feather intently and like straining at it, if that makes sense.
Sure. Missy. Missy, can you hear me? Missy. I would get up and approach her. Slowly. Missy, hon. Missy.
As you get closer and continue saying her name, you see little arcs of electricity at her fingertips flare into the fire, setting it on fire and disappearing, and then she squeezes her hands together into fists and screams. And then she looks up at you, and as she does, there's tears rolling down her eyes.
Missy, hon, you're down here so I can make sure that you stay safe. What? Can you tell me what happened last night?
My father found me.
That's who that was?
I fucking knew it.
Told you fuckers should have let me just kill him.
Yeah.
But oh no, we don't want to go to war.
What did he do to you?
He took my heir. And she's gonna scramble and run out of the room, sobbing.
Okay. I am going to follow. Is she going upstairs? I'm wagering.
Yeah, you would have heard the thunk 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 of her going up the stairs.
Okay, so I'm going to follow up the stairs.
Okay.
But as I hit the opening to the rest of the quarters, I would yell at the top of my lungs, Miss Holly, I need you now.
Okay.
Top deck.
Uh,
And
you
continue
will
following.
you will all wake up to Godric yelling.
Okay, and I'm running. I'm gonna wake up Mark and be, come on, something's going on. Godric is calling us.
Okay. All right. Godric, you get up to the top deck. Miss Holly and Mark only moments behind. Before we go any further, Fen and Fitz, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna go running out when I hear him yelling.
Yeah, I was gonna say if there's yelling, Fennon's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Fitz and Fennon, you will both open the door and step out just in time to see Miss Holly and Mark running towards the upstairs with nothing but blankets wrapped around them. Pausing for a moment.
Say, son-in-law, or what?
I'm gonna go get dressed in my armor and grab my weapons.
See you all in 10 minutes.
Right?
Okay.
If I hear the shuffling of their feet, because apparently that's the only thing that would be making noise at this moment, I would look back and Miss Holly, that was her father. That was her father that was here last night, and he took her air. I
So that depends on where you stop. So let's back up just a hair there. So
Okay.
you'll come around the corner about right here, and you
Yeah.
see her standing against the guardrail, head in hands, just sobbing uncontrollably.
Okay, so she went running, so I'm afraid if I chase too much that she's going to keep running. So I would, step up here to where I could keep an eye on her, but not get too close, because she's an emotional girl, and I don't want to push too much.
I would venture it only takes a moment before Mark and Miss Holly are right beside you, Mark having his short sword in hand. About the time they get to you, Fennon, you're going to come around that corner there.
So
So then you would say that, yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, I would look at Miss Holly and go, that was her father last night, and he took her air, and she's devastated, and I know you have a better connection with her than I do. Maybe you can console her and see if we can't figure out how to help her.
Yes. Oh, no. And I'm gonna walk very slowly to Misty.
As you finish your statement there, Godric, you will notice that she is nothing but a bedsheet, and then you glance
Yeah.
over at Mark, and he is nothing but a bedsheet.
And I would look at Mark and say, spreading the word of Apollo is great, but go downstairs and get some clothes for you and her, please.
Oh, yeah. Morning. Fennon, what are you up to?
I'm coming up making sure nobody's getting fucking killed. If nobody's killed, I'm going back downstairs and putting my shit on.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you were close enough to hear what Godric said, so that would be enough for you to go get dressed.
Yeah.
I mean, I sleep in my robes, so I'm just standing there in my robes, maybe my boots.
Yeah. I'm gonna go put my shit on.
I feel like Godric's more of a kimono man.
And yeah, I mean, I kind of think that too, but the fact is I'm also a clergy member, so I kind of gotta have the robes.
Oh,
Fair enough.
come on. You're telling me that whorehouse that has a wing named after you didn't give you some sort of silk kimono that's your favorite?
Oh no, I'm telling you, I love silk kimonos, but
I've
I
got
just
it.
don't
I keep it
travel
in
with
my
it.
bag. I just don't wear
I
it
just,
all the time.
I mean,
I like to keep it special.
In the off chance that I have to do, a quick wedding or a funeral or something, I gotta have these robes handy. I gotta look official.
I like how he put the emphasis on wedding.
Yeah, well,
Miss Holly, you get about 10, 15 feet away from Misty, still sobbing uncontrollably into her hands.
I'm gonna get closer to her, kind of grab her hands, and kind of do the whole like we're bumping, like I'm trying to get her attention. So I'm trying to like not bump her, like hit her, but I'm trying to put like my head on her forehead and kind of just try to hug
Just like
her,
touch foreheads.
something like that, and then aim for a hug.
Okay. As soon as you touch foreheads with her, she pulls her hands down just enough to see that it's you, and then like collapses into your arms, sobbing. She's, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I let you all down.
No, you didn't. You didn't. Don't even think about that. I'm so sorry that this piece of shit took the air. We're here to help you in any ways that we can. If you can give us any information and how we can help you, we'll gladly do so. Your family.
But I won't be able to fly the ship without
That's
him.
okay.
And
That's okay.
and
That's
he
okay.
probably went home. We'd have to go back to the Feywild to get him.
We'll do whatever we need to do. You do not worry about that right now. I just want you to stay calm and don't be sorry.
She collapses to the ground, back to the guardrail, hands back, head back in her hands. Sobbing a little bit less, but still pretty.
I'm still going to comfort her and just stay there with her, not saying anything, just trying to be there for her.
Fitz and Fennon, you guys will both come up to the top deck, fully dressed. Godric standing there in his robes, just watching,
arms crossed.
watching.
I
Miss
love how
Holly.
you're like saying like everybody's outfit now. Like, oh, this one's fully dressed, this one's wearing a robe. Like
Well,
it didn't matter before, but you know.
After the last fight, it's very important what you're wearing and when.
Yeah.
I think we made that point. This is like having extra sails. It's going to be a point from now on. But you'll see Godric standing there with his arms crossed, watching Miss Holly console Misty.
If Fitz walks up behind me, I'm gonna put my arm out. Be like, this is not your stepdad dream come true. Just let the girls talk. Kidding.
All right.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
First of
You're sick.
all, fucker,
You're sick.
the next time I tell you we're gonna kill somebody, you're gonna fucking listen to me and not talk all this. Oh, we don't have time to kill him.
We didn't know who he was or what he wanted.
We knew
I
he
lean over
needed
to Fitz.
dead.
I lean over to Fitz. There's always time to kill someone.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Does
Fucker
Miss
needed
Holly
dead.
know all this nonsense that is going on, and she's trying to?
No, we're
Comfort.
whispering. We are whispering over
You
here.
can definitely see them conversing with each other because you're doing like the my best friend's boyfriend just broke up with him thing where you're sitting there, her head's in your shoulder,
Yeah.
and you're like stroking your hair and doing
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah, it'll be okay, but you're fully aware of everything going on around you. And since you're attuned to the Spelljammer helm, you can hear everything they say.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna kind of turn around as I'm still comforting Misty, and I'm
You can also hear Fallon moaning in agony down in his room.
okay. So I'm gonna look
Yeah.
at my step Helen, and I'm gonna just at the moment I look at him, I'm kind of pulling my little sheets a little higher, kind of like so my boobs don't stick out. So I'm kind of doing the whole like.
Where's
I'm
Mark?
like-
God damn it!
Just as you say that out loud, he's, excuse me, and runs over, does like the as far away as possible, hands you a cloak and some clothes, so you can.
No, I'm grabbing his arm and he's pulling away, and I'm like, hold this sheet. So as I'm there like butt naked. Now I'm getting dressed.
He
So he's like
stands there
holding this.
awkwardly and holds it.
Yeah.
Does the whole
Okay.
Do we kill him now?
I'm getting dressed. Yeah.
If there's anything else,
I feel like he should suffer some first, like a lot.
I'm gonna turn
when
around.
when you're
Where do
done
we get a
getting
barrel
dressed,
full of lemon juice?
he's gonna run over and hand the sheet to you, Godric, and say, "I'm gonna go check in with my troops. I'll be back shortly."
Yeah,
And
good
then
idea, bud.
disappears over the railing.
I'm gonna look at Fitz and Fallon and say, yeah, I gotta go help your boy downstairs real quick. Do me a favor, stand guard. If Miss Holly gets any information from Misty on how to help her, start the planning. I'll be back, and I'm gonna head downstairs to Fallon's room. I'm not gonna shift my token. I'll let you do that.
Yeah. Before you even get to his room, you can hear him not wailing, but moaning in agony. The pain has really started to set in. The necrosis has started to set in.
Yeah.
And when you open the door and look at him, he's, hard sweat, indicative of a infection.
Right. So first, I will hit him with a lesser restoration
Okay.
to help get rid of the poison.
It
Hit him with your
instantly soothes.
best shot.
It instantly, like, the clamminess goes away and some of the pain is resolved. He's
Yeah.
sigh of relief comes from him.
And then I will look at him and say, "This is gonna feel a little funny, bud, but just hang tight
Okay.
for an hour or so, and yeah." And I'm just gonna put my hands on him and give him the regeneration.
Almost instantly, the little baby fingers start pushing their way out of his hands. He goes, "That's it? I just gotta wait now?"
You just gotta wait now, bud.
Okay. You,
Give it about an hour or so, and then come join the rest of us if you want. But for right now,
you mind giving me the room? I bet it's huge in these things.
what?
Deadpool.
Oh boy.
You know what?
It looks huge with these fingers.
Oh god.
Praise Apollo. I'm out. And upstairs I go. Back upstairs. Well, no, I'm going to go downstairs to my room and I'm going to put my gear on.
Okay.
I'm tired of wearing my robe. I've been in my robe since yesterday. So, yeah.
Okay. We'll say you get all that put on, come back up. It's more of the same. Misty's seeming more consoled now. She's still crying. The conversation for the last 15, 20 minutes has been more about how she failed all of you, and she's not of any use to the ship anymore because she can't fly it.
Which Miss
So
Holly has told her several times. This is something that she has felt.
But that's where she's at with it.
Right.
Her ability is gone. She can no longer help the ship fly.
Well, no, she did say that her father is in the Feywild, so if we want to catch him, that's where he is.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know where he lives. You've been there before. She tells you that he only leaves there in matters that are extremely important to him. Usually he just sends out some of his children or some of the air elementals to do his bidding. You would have also determined that the only way to get her ability back would be for him to give it to her. So it's not something that could be stolen. It would have to be given.
Willingly or unwillingly?
It just has to be given.
As I'm passing through the lower decks, can I stop and holler for B real quick as I pass by?
Yeah, you find him in the kitchen as you're heading upstairs, making
Okay.
breakfast, like always.
B, I need 2 things.
The second you say B, he puts a, doesn't even look at you, just puts a mug back. He's like, and you can see it's your morning cup of mud.
Yeah. All right, you got 1 down. You're awesome. Number 2, do we have enough scraps around here to throw together like 10 torches?
Enough what?
Scrap, like wood
Oh, scrap.
pieces.
I thought you said
Scrap, yeah.
graphs. I was like, that doesn't
Eh,
make any sense.
Teeth, man. I don't have my teeth in at the moment.
Well,
Sorry.
We've got a bunch of lamps and oil for the lamps.
Yeah, I know, but
Torches.
can we
I mean, we
pass
could.
fasten together some cheap torches? Because I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to sacrifice some of the clothes in that trunk.
Yeah, we got plenty of those.
We can. Yeah. No, I can. I'll get one of the dwarves on it right away. We'll get some torches put together.
Okay, I figure you're the quartermaster. You knew what supplies we had, and torches are simple piece of wood with a little cloth, maybe a little bit of oil dipped in oil or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll get some put together for you.
Okay.
Give me an hour or two.
Great. And then I'll head upstairs with my mud.
All right.
Where's mine?
As I get there, if he actually says that, I'd say, I wasn't sure if you were ready for yours yet or not. Any new developments in the Missy situation?
No.
Shit. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go down and get me and Fennon a cup of mud.
Just like with Godric, the second you come around the corner and hey B, he like robotically throws both arms straight backwards without looking at you, and there's 2 mugs in each hand.
As
That's why I love you.
as Fitz headed that way, I would head out.
Okay.
And I would bolster to say, sorry to interrupt, ladies.
Misty's looking fairly calm at this point, still visibly upset and shaken, but conversive.
I know this is traumatic, a traumatic thing for you. Forgive me if I seem cold or harsh. I'm trying not to be. But we need to move. We need to act on something. So what can we do? Is our only option to get him to give that back to you, or what?
Well, there's the thing that the elves were doing. They were trapping air elementals in crystals and harnessing
No.
their elemental
No.
power.
No, we won't be doing that.
I mean, unless we could find an air elemental and convince them. Or another air genasi like myself, but they're all going to be children of a djinn, and we're viciously loyal to our parents until we're horribly wronged.
Well, I would wager to guess you were not the only child that was wronged. I'm sure there's more of you out there somewhere, right?
I I don't doubt that, but I'm the only one I know of. There's more than a few jinn, and all of them have hundreds of children.
Okay. Idea brewing. Miss Holly.
Yeah.
Misty and Miss Holly have stood up now. Misty's wiped the tears from her face and still visibly shaken, but much more conversive now.
All right. Let's do this. Miss Holly, grab your orb. Contact the wizards.
Okay.
Those if anybody knows how to help Misty, those guys will know how to help Misty. They
Yeah.
may even be able to send us straight there.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So you pull out the crystal ball and sit down and start doing your hoodoo on it. And almost immediately, you get, I gotta pull a name up, hold on. Too many characters.
We can't chase a dragon if we can't get this ship moving. So I want to start with that. Bits and Pennon, if you want to come join the circle and we'll discuss things as we go here. Well, Miss...
Almost immediately, Vagris answers you. She's the Eladrin.
Yeah.
Miss Holly, what can I help you with?
You got this, Miss Holly, or do you want me to give you
Can
what to say?
you, if you don't mind, you sound more convincing than me.
Sure. Sorry to bother you, but we ran into a small snag. I'm having troubles pronouncing that right now. Fill in wizard's name here. The father of the air genasi that powers our ship came in the middle of the night and
Miss
took her
Holly,
ability.
what are you looking at, and why aren't you talking? You called me.
Yes, I did.
Oh, there you are. What do you need? What can I help you with?
I don't think they can hear me.
What?
I don't think they can hear me. You're gonna have to.
What do you
What do
mean?
you mean they can hear you?
Called... What do you mean? I can hear you just fine. What do you want, Miss Holly?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What do you need?
I can't speak. You're gonna have to, Miss Holly.
Okay.
Tell them what happened.
So we had a very unfortunate visitor. He's basically Misty's father. He's not a very good person. He took her heir. Now we're trying to get it back, but we cannot get her heir because he's the one that has to give it. However, he is in the Feywild, so I'm trying to figure it out like the rest of my friends and family. What can we do to help Misty so she can get her heir back? And if possible, it will be a plus if we can find a way to kill this asshole. That would be great.
I love it.
She's gonna take a breath. Like
You
it's
watch
a lot
her
of
like
information.
go cross-eyed in the crystal ball, like So Misty's dad came
Mm-hmm.
and took her air,
Yes, yes, because that's how she's able to fly the ship.
and he has to give it back.
Yeah, the only way that she knows that she can get that ability back is he himself has to give it back.
And to do that, I mean, what do you need from me?
Well, if there will be any other option to get her air back without having him involved, that would be lovely. If not, if there's any other way that we can trick him, because I don't think it's gonna be so simple as, hey, hi, you need to give Misty her air back, and we almost died in the process of all this.
Well, I mean, air genasi, just like air elementals, if you can harness their power in a crystal, you'd be set that way. Have you considered that option? I mean, why are you asking me? Misty should know all of this. Or, yeah, Misty should know all of this.
Well, Misty's going through a really hard time, and so am I, so that's why I wanted Godric to speak, but
Okay.
that's a different topic for another day. She's going through a lot emotionally right now, and
Okay. Well, I mean, if you can find an air elemental and trap their power in a crystal, then you'd be set. That's a good alternative.
okay.
I mean, you'd have to find an air elemental, which isn't. I mean, it's easier now than it used to be, but it's still not very easy in the
Right.
material plane. But I mean, if you were willing to do that, I could get you to the plane of air. There's air elementals for days out there. Now, if you were going to try and get her air back, do you know where her father went?
Probably back to the Feywild, I'm assuming.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can get you to the Feywild as well.
Yeah,
I can't guarantee I'll be able to get you back. You'll have to, deal with that on your own.
of
Are,
course, of course.
are you relaying this information, Miss Holly?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Armed with that knowledge, I would say, if if he can get us to the airplanes,
Mm-hmm.
for a air elemental,
Okay.
I should be able to use my word of recall to bring us home.
Mm.
So the
Yeah, I
question
mean,
so the
Well,
question is how do we trap the powers of the air elemental in a crystal, and what type of crystal do we need for that? And this is what I need you to relay to the wizard.
okay. So, is there any way that we can try to get her air back in somewhat of a crystal and then try to get that crystal? Is there any like magic, or is there anything that we can do to trap that basically from him without physically asking him to give that to us?
if you're
Now,
looking to catch an air elemental, I mean it's expensive, but it's a pretty simple spell that I can teach you.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Well, I won't really be able to teach it to you, but I can get you a use of it. As I said,
Okay.
it won't be cheap though. Focus on a crystal.
Okay.
Doesn't matter the type. It needs to be worth at least 3,000 gold. When you have that, let me know, and I can send you to the airplane. And
Okay.
of course, I'll give you a scroll or two of the spell that you'll need.
Okay.
You're gonna need one of those crystals for elemental you wish to catch. Having seen your ship, you might want 3 or 4 just to be safe. You can always release them if you don't need them.
Okay.
Or if you just want to do 1 or 2, just make sure you get strong ones.
Okay.
Problem solved.
We can do that.
Anything else you need help with?
No, that should be enough for right now. Thank you.
All right.
If you relay the information that he just gave, tell him we can use the scrolls now.
We can use it now.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that now.
Oh, well, it's going to take me at least a couple days to... I have to make the scrolls.
How many days?
3? Maybe?
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe 2. My sister...
I'm gonna
won't
pass
help,
that
but
information to Godric. 3, maybe
we're
2.
also dealing with the warlock crystal still. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So...
No, of course. I understand. Yes.
Okay,
Well,
so
you said a gem.
If you're ready now, how about I call you when the scrolls are ready? Until then, you just make sure you have the scroll, the crystals. Doesn't matter the
Yeah.
type; they just need to be worth 3,000 gold each.
Okay.
Above table, I am sitting on 3 diamonds that are 5,000 gold apiece.
Beautiful.
When the fuck did you get those?
You gave them to me.
Mm.
And as a matter of fact, I think Fitz is sitting on 2 as well.
I don't
Well.
remember giving you those.
That's great.
I should have made them more expensive. I was going to too, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna bankrupt them on that bullshit.
You just gave them to us. We didn't buy those.
I know. I forgot I gave them to you, just like everything else I give you.
Yep.
Great.
Well, if there's nothing else, I'll call you when the scrolls are ready.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And the orb swirls in a mist as Vagris disappears.
Okay, so I look at Misty and I say, Misty, it looks like we found a way to get the air elemental powers back. We'll get a crystal, and you can man the crystal for us, I assume.
Well, if you get the crystal, you won't need me. The crystals will be arcane once they're infused with the air elemental, and you just
Misty, you are part of this crew.
Whoever flies the ship, just the crystals respond to them.
Well, you will be our ship's navigator then. You are part of this crew. We are going to find a place for you to have a place on this ship. We did when you first came, and we are going to keep you here unless you want to leave.
She does the happy bear hug and wraps her arms around your waist because that's about as high as she
Yeah.
gets. You know, like the kid hugging her dad type of thing.
Yeah. I look around at Fitz and Benin, and I give the... Any objections?
No.
I didn't think so. All right. So, Missy, you go ahead and hang out here with the crew. I just noticed Mark pop on the map. Did I notice that by chance?
I don't think you would have. He came over pretty quiet and saw you guys talking and doing stuff, so he's just hanging out by the railing. Trying not to be nosy until you're done.
Okay,
Yeah.
so from there, I would obviously return the hug for Missy. And, let her know it's okay. She's, part of the crew, and we ain't gonna let her down like that. And then I will look at the rest of the crew and say, well, we have a solution to that problem. Let's move on to the next one, which is we need to go to town and see about having some swords made. Because, Johnny, don't take your guns to town. Oh, come on, you guys ain't that young. You guys got to know that reference. Anyways.
It rings a bell, but it's as far as it goes.
It's a Johnny Cash song.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So you guys up for a little adventure into town? They're under siege, but we need weapons made. Fitz, Venom?
Yep.
I'm down.
All right. Well then, like I said, Missy, you hang out here with the crew, and I'm sure the crew look up at Trevor. You guys will be okay here, right, Trev?
Maybe. I don't know.
Uh,
I got a couple rocks
okay.
left.
All right. Um, Fitz, do you want to go down and check on your boy Fallon? I left him down there regenerating, and he was up to some funny stuff down there when I left. Unless you wanted him to stay behind, it's up to you. He's your uh protege.
Yeah, I'll go check on him and bring him a cup of coffee.
Okay.
You go and knock on his door. You hear from the other side, "Just a minute, I'm cleaning my room."
Sure.
I told
That
you
would
guys
have
not
called it.
to interrupt me when I'm vacuuming.
About a minute later, he opens the door. He's covered in sweat. His fingers are about half normal size. His toes are the same. He goes, "Oh, my lord. Sorry, I didn't know it was you. I would have came sooner. What can I help you with?"
Phrasing, dude. Phrasing.
I know. I realized it once I said it. I was like, "No, that was perfect."
We're all getting ready to go to town. I just thought I would check to see if you want to come with or if you want to meditate a little more.
And entirely at your discretion. I live to serve you, my liege. I'm ready and healthy to travel if that's what you desire.
Be honest with you, what I desire right at this moment is someone to be here to help protect Misty.
If that is your will, it shall be done, my liege. Having been standing there for a second now, you get the whiff of must and necrosis. Just kind of wafts out of his room and hits you in the face.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and get all dressed and stuff and just spend the time while we're gone just kind of hanging around Misty, making sure she's not alone, and maybe leave the door open the window, let this air out in here a little bit.
It shall be done, sir. When can I expect your return so I know if there's something wrong and I should seek you out?
That is a good question. I honestly have absolutely no idea how soon we're gonna be back. But as long as we're back before it gets dark, I wouldn't worry.
Sorry, Pam was stepping in, telling me that she dropped out. He says, "Of course, my lord," and you can see he's already wearing pants. He throws a shirt on, grabs
Okay.
his sword and his short bow.
Welcome back.
"I shall ensure the ship is safe and Misty is well taken care of in your absence."
Cute boy, yes you are. Cute boy.
Well, thank you.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Oh, see.
Oh, Fantasy Grounds is being silly. Oh no, hold on.
It's all right.
Did her and Mark get back together? What the hell?
Um,
Okay, so Fallon comes back upstairs with you, dressed, ready to go. Or with his stuff. He's getting dressed up there. Anybody got anything else?
I look at Mark now. Is he?
oh boy.
He's
Is
just
it
been
possible?
waiting for you guys. So,
Hey, Mark.
Sir Godric, I didn't want to interrupt.
It's fine,
Hopefully,
bud. So what exactly are your orders out here?
patrol the forest around Schluberg and kill anything not of this world.
Any chance of you keeping this ship under surveillance while we make a trip to town?
I can leave a pair of scouts here, but I can't keep my entire detachment here.
Well, I mean, my ship, the crew on my ship are pretty handy themselves, so I mean, a little extra help would be awesome. So,
Yeah, I can leave the scouts here. I'll leave two. One will head to town to let you know if anything happens, and one will come to find me. And if something does happen, I can bring the detachment straight back. I just can't guarantee how far we'll be at that time.
well, hopefully it won't take us too long in town. But all right,
It's
that
only
works out.
maybe an hour's walk to town.
Okay.
So you'll
Well,
be
it's
close.
appreciate the help. Like I said before, we're kind of stranded ducks here now that what has happened. So
Well, judging from the little bit I heard, it sounds like you've got a plan. At least that's more than most folks have these days.
yeah. All right, let's do this, guys. Oh, Fitz, do you want to give Sir Fluffy Butt a holler?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna summon him, and then you and
The better question is, do you all
Fuck
want to
boy
give
over there.
your fluffy butts a holler?
I do, only not on the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give mine a holler.
Okay. Are you guys taking the bone with you? You leaving it here? Doing a
No,
vibe check first, or
bones will come with.
okay? Well, it's a bone.
The
The big
well,
bone.
I got the little shards.
Yep.
And if we can't find an easy way of carting the big one,
only we had a bag of holding.
that's where I was just going with that. Can I slide that into my bag of holding?
This bone is like 2 feet in diameter, and there's no way you're going to be able to get it to fit in the opening of the bag of holding.
That's
Why don't we
why.
teleport it?
We'll just we got the horses, and it's an hour
It's an hour
walk.
march. So
Yeah,
on horseback, you're looking at half that, give or take.
right. And if we use some rope to essentially drag it, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Looking at the bone now for the first time since the day before, you will notice that about a fifth of it is gone, and the end is scorched off from Miss Holly's fireball.
Oh boy.
So you lost a little bit. About that much.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. It is what it is. We'll see what they can make with it.
Okay.
I'm starting to get back. It's just really slow right now.
Yep. Sorry. I will mark off your fine steed for you, Pam.
Okay.
Fennon, make sure you mark yours off.
I marked my spell slot.
Yep. You're good. Okay. So the four of you mount up your horses and ride your way to Schluberg.
What time is it right now?
It's
Morning.
still morning.
Okay.
Not even lunch yet. And you guys had breakfast and everything. B would have brought it up to you. All
Okay.
that fun stuff.
I'm good. I'm here.
You're not muted, Pam.
You put me on the spot like that.
You were putting yourself on the spot. Let's be fair. All right. So about a half an hour later, we're just going to use Sir Fluffybutt's token because it's the biggest, unless you guys decide to split up. In which case,
No, please. We do not do that.
we'll deal with that. Yeah, you ride into Schluberg. As you're closer now, you can see. Mark it off here. Pretty much this entire area, and this entire area. The buildings are all but burnt down at this point. Some of them are still smoldering. Some of them are still smoking.
Okay. Well, I would direct the crew to head towards Chadwick's Customs.
You make your way through the city, and
Make it
first thing you notice, usually in cities there's a large homeless population or street vendors. That's not the case here. Almost every building is either a house, a tavern, or has something to do with wood and wood processing. And as you come around,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like a rich town. Like we noticed that there's like fancier than other places we've been.
No, like a
No.
logging camp, a lumber camp.
A lumber
and
camp. Okay, got it.
You and I have been here before.
Yeah.
She hasn't. You have.
Oh, I thought we were here together.
No, you
Sorry.
told me about it.
No, you guys
But-
went to Ronsfold, not Schluberg,
Yeah.
which is the coastal
Okay.
city. As you turn the corner here, you can see these three districts are prison camps. So it's in real life. You guys ever seen that prison in Arizona where the warden puts the convicts out in a yard with basically just an overhead tent and a fence around it?
The one where they wear the pink uniforms.
Yep. But that's what this is like. It's it's got like a palisade around it, and the inside is a very cheap tent and a cot, and you can see these individuals shackled, actually being brought out for their day's labor. But you pass.
Just for reference, guys, I was not a big fan of this place when we were here, and I'm still not a big fan of this place because of the way they do things around here. But it's a means to an end to get to the bigger evil, is why I chose this place to come to.
You pass through the town square. It is empty, devoid. There's nobody. The city is very sheltered at the moment with the goings on. But you approach Chadwick's Customs. you can see as you approach the building off to the left side, there is a outdoor blacksmith's forge. Off to the right side of the building. So it's like the central building is the actual structure, and then there's an overhead on the left and right. And the left side is like a furnace, blacksmith. The right side is a lot of leather working. And you can see through the shop windows anything you might need, from fletchery to blacksmithing to leather working. It's kind of an all-in-one armor weapon shop. And are you guys going in? There's nobody outside.
Yeah, I will be.
Okay. You go in, and first thing you see is a large...
Before we do... Sorry
Go
to
ahead.
interrupt, but before we go in, I would ask Fennon, would you hang out, watch our bone and horses, please?
I missed the first part. Watch our wet and horses.
The bone.
Oh,
We drag the bone, so I don't want anybody to steal it while we're in here talking to this guy.
yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
So you all walk into the shop, and first thing you see, is a giant gold forged emblem of Apollo hanging from one of the roof rafters. And this thing's probably like 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide, just up there on the rafter right when you walk in the door. An elderly man kind of looks up from some leather that he's stitching together. He goes, hello, my name's Chadrick. Recently came to own this establishment. What can I help you with? It's a human man, probably in his late 50s, mid 60s.
Okay.
Hail, Chadwick. I am Godric.
You wouldn't happen to be the Sir Godric of Apollo, would you?
The one and the same.
He sets what he's working on down, stands up, and goes, I don't suppose you've ever heard of Sir Chadrick, the 3rd Cavalry Regiment?
The name rings a bell.
No.
Yeah, I'll do a quick history.
As he say that, can I just look at Godric, and because I'm still like surprised that he's so famous here, be like, oh my god, everybody seems to know you.
Well, when you were a knight of the 3rd Cavalry Regiment, as I was, madam, you hear names.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, and Miss Holly. Hello.
Oh, Miss Holly. Sir Godric, I'm sure one of your esteem would blow smoke. I wasn't that big of a person. But it's a pleasure to see you here. It's a pleasure to have you in my shop. It's a pleasure to serve Apollo in our ways. What can I help you with?
Well, before I go any further, I'd like to introduce you to my compadre, Fitz Silvery.
Fitz,
Greetings.
pleasure. Don't introduce him by his title or anything. God.
I recognize that symbol you have hanging above your mantle there, and I'm sure you and Fitz have plenty to discuss. But we are here in need of some special weaponry made. We were hoping you could help us with.
Well, I work on a little bit of everything. Above table, real quick, which deity did I say was hanging from the rafter, Mike?
Palor.
No.
Apollo.
I said
Apollo. Was it Apollo? I thought you said Palor.
Yeah.
No, that's
it's
why
Apollo.
when he was doing the back and forth with you, he was like, "It's an honor to serve Apollo in our ways."
Well,
you had
yeah,
me- you had me
I thought it
thinking
was
I
odd.
crazy for a second there. I was like,
No,
"Wait a minute."
You said Apollo.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's my mistake then. I thought it was odd.
It's
I
all
was
good.
like, why did he say Paylor? And now he's like, oh, praising Apollo. That's it.
Okay.
Okay,
Got
so
fucked up.
scrap the Fitz part. I mean, I'd still introduce Fitz, but
Yeah, of course.
scrap the part about they have stuff to talk about.
Of course. Hey,
So,
I think you came to
I'll,
the right place. I'm quite the master of making things out of whatever I need to, as you can see. And as you look around the shop, he's got at least one of just about everything. I mean, he's got some types of weapon variations that you've never even seen before.
okay, so I am going to dip into my bag and into the bag of holding and pull out a couple of those dagger-sized dragon bone shards I have.
Okay.
Would you be able to work with dragon bone?
Depends on how long it's been out of the body. After a while, it gets brittle, and you can still
Well,
make something with it. It's just whether or not it'll be good for more than one hit.
Well, we just need it good for one hit, to be honest with you.
Oh, well, if that's all you need, then I can work with whatever you give me.
All right, well, come with me, my friend. And I would like to usher him outside.
Lead the way, good sir. As he steps around the counter, you can now see that he's missing his right leg above the knee and has a hinged peg leg carved out of wood. As he walks, you can tell that it was very finely crafted, and if you didn't see it with your own eyes, you would have never guessed he had a fake leg.
Is that your work, my friend?
Oh no, this was some gnomish fellow passed through some while back.
Well, kudos to your friend. He looks like he did some good work for you.
Quite the amazing artisan.
So, as we
Travels,
reach out,
otherwise I'd refer you to him. Hard to find somebody
Sure.
who moves around a lot, but yeah, he will step out and been doing some digging, I can see.
yes, sir. But essentially, the task at hand is we need to take on a lich dragon, and per requirements to vanquish said evil, we need to give the killing blow with a piece of his body, i.e., his bone.
He holds up a
So,
hand as if to stop you. He's like, "Look, bud, I don't understand half of what you're talking about. It's weird times, there's weird things. Just
sure.
tell me what you want, what you need. I'll tell you how much. Keep it simple."
I need this bone turned into a weapon. Is that simple enough?
Like, you want the whole thing one weapon, or you want as many weapons as you can get out of this one? Because this thing is like 2.5 feet around, hollow cord.
Yeah. Well, we brought you the big one, so you had plenty to work with to hopefully make a sword out of. I brought the little ones, so maybe you could fasten them into daggers, so that we have extras if necessary.
He walks over and kicks the big bone and goes, "Yeah, this is. I can't guarantee it's not going to break, but I can. I can definitely make a sword out of it. And if you were interested, I might be able to actually reinforce it with some silver. That'll help guarantee it won't break."
I look at Fitz. Fitz, you are the big weapons guy here. I'm going to leave the semantics on this weaponry to you. If
Here's
you
my
would,
question. Can we grind this bone into powder and use it as the carbon to make the steel and then forge that into sword?
With my
It
knowledge
doesn't
of
make
the
sense.
requirements, would that work?
Make
Arcana?
Arcana or religion for you to know if that would
Okay.
work. To give me time to think if it would work. You have no clue.
Yeah.
I mean, but all right, it should, because I mean, the carbon is what turns iron into good steel.
Yeah, I'm running over my rudimentary chemistry knowledge to figure, because you have to kill the thing with a bone of its own, and by converting it into powder and then carbon and then steel, I think you will have lost too much of the bone itself for it to be the bone dealing the killing blow.
Well, I mean, you're not turning the bone into carbon, you're grinding it up, and that is carbon by its definition.
Yeah, but still, through the burning and the transferring, I think you would have more metal than carbon by the time it's done.
I mean, worst case scenario, we attempt it with the sword, and we still have the daggers for backup.
Because I plan on making this into a holy sword.
That's fine, man. Yeah, hey, I'm backing you here 100%. Whatever you want to do with it, man. Just
I
as long,
didn't.
I just wanted to be able to kill the dragon if possible.
If
But
that's what
that's
if
why
that's what you guys want me to do, that's what I will do.
that's why I grabbed the shards, just in case whatever we're doing with the bone doesn't pan out. We can try and make some daggers out of the shards. So I thought ahead and gave us a backup plan.
What if we made some of those shards into arrowheads?
Ooh, that's not a bad idea either. I got
How mu-
enough.
I was gonna
We could
say
do
how
a
many
couple
shards?
daggers. I got 7.
7.
Yeah, I have
So
7 shards. So could we do like 2 daggers
I
and
will
like
say each shard you have can either make 1 dagger or 3 arrows.
okay. So could we maybe split it? We'll do 3 daggers and that'll give us 4 shards, so 12 arrows.
And I mean, honestly, the amount of bone we would need for the carbon to make my sword would only be about a third of this thing.
That I won't know till I start grinding it up. Dragons have hollow bones. It looks thick now, but once we start grinding it, there might be a lot of pockets, and we might need more than that. I can
So
guarantee
here's
you we'll get at least 1 out of it, maybe 2.
so here's what I'm thinking with the shards. If we do 3 daggers and do the rest in arrows, that gives venom, ammunition,
Mm-hmm.
and then the daggers for Godric, myself, Miss Holly, and Fitz will all have a dragon bone shard dagger.
A
And
dragon
then
something. And then if the
yeah,
sword comes out, you'll have that as well.
yeah,
Well, the sword will come. You're going to walk away with the sword no matter what. It's a matter of
right,
whether or not it will work for what you need it to.
right. That's exactly why I'm coming up with Plan B for in
And
the
C
off
and
chance
D.
this sword doesn't. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, depending on our positioning, if Venom ends up with the best shot to kill this thing, I want Venom to be armed. If by chance Miss Holly ends up on an altar and happens to be right next to him, she's got a dagger in her hand. Or if that fucker comes after me again, I got a dagger in my hand, you know? And then
And we all
Fitz
try to
has
be
a sword
prepared.
or dagger. So we're all armed with something.
Yeah.
We just have to remember that it has to be the killing blow. So
Yeah.
you use your normal weapon until he's ready to die. Then pull out the bone dagger.
Hope you time it
Or
right.
arrows. Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, I guess the only question remaining is what style of sword would you like, Mr. Fitz?
I would like a
Loki.
long sword.
All right. And if I happen to have enough bone left over for a second weapon, is there a preference? Maybe a dragon bone mace for you, Sir Godric, or dragon staff for you, Miss Holly?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm good with my mace. That bad boy
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere. But yeah, if we can deck out one of them, Miss Holly or Brennan, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right. I will. I will see what I can do with all that. He's got a piece of parchment and he's like scribbling out ideas and shit.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and
ask. Can I ask something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, madam.
Is there any way that one of these things can kind of like transform into really, really cold, poisonous water?
Oh, I don't deal with magical enchantments. The most I could do is silver something for you, madam.
No, but I meant like if. How do I say this?
In English,
Like,
hopefully.
no, like. It looks like a normal weapon, right? But when
Okay.
it comes to time, not using a spell, but that it could be, well, I guess kind of. At that point, I have to. I'm trying to add some, like, you know how I have Ray of Frost and like all those freezing quote kind of spells. I don't know if they're gonna like and all that Ray of Frost, whatever. I don't know if it's gonna help, but if like if it can attack the cold or something, or I can do something to that weapon where it can hold cold, and then yeah, no, never mind. That will be more like a spell for me that has nothing to do with that weapon, though, because
Yeah. Yeah, no, and he can't do enchantments or anything. The most he can do is
yeah,
put silver in a weapon.
I
I'll
think you're
talk to you.
leaning.
I'll talk to you off camera about it. Give you time to
okay,
explain it.
I
okay,
think you're leaning towards a dagger of frost.
Yeah.
right, something like that. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
it.
Or
Yeah.
frost resistance. Yeah. No, you're leaning. That's out of his ballpark.
Okay, never mind.
So the most he would be able to do anything like that is if you had like dragon scales or something, but you would be getting the natural effects from the scales. It's not anything he does to them.
Got it, got it, got it. Okay, no, never mind. Where's the shot?
I'm gonna go ahead and pull these shards off my list because
Yep.
I'm gonna hand them over.
Okay.
I have a couple questions for him. Number one, how long will this take?
I was working up a cost.
Not cost yet. Time.
Oh, how long?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow
Oh.
afternoon
Okay.
at the latest, though, I can arrange for some assistance from the laborers.
No, perfect, because that's 24-hour period. So this brings me to question number two: cost.
That I am working on.
Right. I actually have a question in regards to lowering the cost of whatever it is he's coming up with for a price.
Okay.
And that conversation would begin with, how attached are you to your fake leg?
Well, it's literally attached to me, so I'd say
If
I'm pretty damn attached to it.
if I were able to give you your leg back, would that help alleviate the cost on creating these weapons?
He kind of chuckles. And, Sir Godric, I do truly appreciate the offer, but me missing my leg is a sign of the man that I am today. I wouldn't trade it for the world. If it
Okay.
inconvenienced me, might be another story. But as you can see, and he like squats down and jumps up in the air like a person with both legs when he goes, I have no issues with what I have.
Okay. Well, the Lord Apollo has blessed upon me the ability to help gentlemen in your situation and misses who have lost limbs to get them back. So I thought I would offer.
The offer is appreciated, but no.
Worth a shot.
I'm still working out a cost.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
So while all that is happening,
I was gonna say, anybody got anything else?
Yeah.
so while
So,
all that is happening, no, sorry, go ahead, Fitz.
I was just gonna kind of go over some symbols and things I want on the sword,
Okay.
the blade, the hilt, the crossguard, and stuff. And I want him to put my symbol of Palor into like where the blade, hilt, and crossguards kind of all meet.
Okay.
There's part of it.
Yep. Not a problem.
I'm gonna look at Godric and say, wouldn't that be more money? Step paladin's always so fancy.
You know what, Miss Holly? I think Fitz has earned every last dime we put into this weapon. So it's fine.
Okay. And I'm gonna look at Step Paladin and be like, always so fancy, Step Paladin. Always so fancy.
I am trying to invoke the power of my god into the sword to strike down this dragon, and apparently a clingy dungeon from the Feywild that we're gonna have to go kill here quickly.
Well,
As
no,
long as you're not killing Mark, that's all that matters.
Well, that's really up to Mark and his indiscretions, isn't it?
Don't kill my booty call.
I'm just saying, you've been looking at him a little funny. I know it could be a little awkward, but after your little strip dance situation, I don't know why you're so complaining or so mad about.
The night Finn
you know
came
what?
home and
Godric
covered
has
in
to chime
pixie
in,
dust.
and she's got a point, bud. She's got a point.
I was not getting strip dances.
You
You
did!
did-
Finn said you did!
Then it's full
You
of shit too.
you
Came
came
home
back to
covered
the
in
group
pixie
with
dust. I'm just saying.
you came back to the group with
Yeah.
claw marks, bro.
You were smelling like cheap little hookers. You smell like it, and Finn admitted to it.
He
All
came
right.
home smelling
First
like
of all,
brownies, just to be clear.
First of all, those ladies use some very expensive perfume. I'm offended on their behalf for someone to call that cheap perfume. The amount
Oh,
of
you're
money I'm spending on this sword wouldn't buy one bottle of that.
I
This is what
wish that you
happens
could
when.
defend and make this point about how they smell with Mildred. I'm just saying, I'm sure she'll really appreciate you defending their smell.
All right, you know what? When I sit down and tell this story to her and go over what these poor, I don't know, they don't really identify as women, so I don't know if I should actually call them women, but technically they were presenting a female persona.
This
But
gets
either
better
way,
by the minute, Step Paladin.
when I tell this story, she is going to be as horrified as I was at the makeup that they were trying to get away with. And you cannot dress and present as a woman and have a fucking unibrow. I mean, that is just even.
And you get a lot that creature? You know what? I don't want to hear it anymore. Let's pretend that this never happened. You never seen Mark in a cheat. You never saw my private parts. And it's all good and dandy. That's all. Let's continue. Anyways, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Chadrick is standing there just like...
What the fuck?
Just a little family drama. You know how it is.
I'm just gonna shrug at Chad, be like, it is what it is, bro. It is
Little
what it is.
family drama. That's all. That's all.
It's gonna be 4,500 gold for everything.
Oh,
Two-
her.
2,000 up front, 2,500 on delivery tomorrow.
Wow.
Times are tough. It's hard to get material nowadays. I'll give you a moment. I'll be in the shop at the counter.
Oh, okay.
And he steps inside to leave you out to discuss it amongst yourselves.
Let me see how much money I have. Well, I can do 2,000 gold. How much does he need right now?
He needs 2,000 right now and another 2,500 tomorrow.
I have the 2,000 for right now.
Well, I have 1,800 worth of rubies.
Okay.
The paladin keep getting fancier by the minute.
If he will take the rubies, at face value, I can cover the remainder.
Well, and then I have 640 gold pieces too, so I'd just be 60 gold short of the 2,500.
Just 60? Yeah, I can cover that for you. If he'll take the rubies at face value. We got to check and make sure.
Yeah, I'll yell out for him. Hey, you take these rubies.
He does the jeweler thing and pulls out the little
thingy.
monocle spyglass and checks them.
Yeah. Oh, and then I have random jewelry from Lorat.
I'll take
Whatever
a look
that's
at it.
worth.
Give me a second. He'll give you 1,500 for the rubies. So just slightly less than face value.
Alright.
Inflation and shit.
Inflation.
And what about the random jewelry from Lorat?
I'm looking at it. Give me a second.
We know it's not magic, but it's ostentatious and big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like random make you look cool shit. He'll give you 50 gold for all of it.
For a grand total of
1,550 for all the rubies and the rat's jewelry.
So with the 640 gold pieces I have, that's going to be 1,190. So I will need...
No, more than that. You'll have
2190.
2190.
Yeah, 2190. So I'd need
310.
310.
I got you.
And this is for everything, like the daggers, the arrowheads.
Yeah.
The arrows, all that.
And
okay.
then whatever he can get made out of what's left over after he makes you your sword.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take your
hopefully
rubies and that jewelry off.
Go right ahead.
I'll let you clear out your gold.
And I've already pulled my gold and
And you took your 2,000 off, Pam?
She goes quiet.
Pam, did you take your gold off?
You're breaking up.
Yeah, I can do it. That's fine. Freedom.
No,
I can do it.
I'm asking if you have yet.
I haven't yet.
Okay, so take your 2,000 off your inventory sheet.
Okay, great.
All right.
But you're breaking up. I can't hear you. You want me to what?
No, I'm not doing that. Okay, I did.
Okay. So paid in full, he goes, oh, if you wouldn't mind just hauling the bone around to the leather working side over there, and I'll see you all tomorrow for lunch. My treat.
Now that we got
Oh.
all the bone stuff out of the way, paid for, we got the plans, so on and so forth. Is there anything that anybody else needs while we're here? Mr. Fennon? You've been kind of quiet. I just want to check in and
Oh, I'm confused. Are you guys back outside now?
we're all together outside.
Oh.
They've been outside talking for a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like listening. I missed that part. The only thing I need is warm clothes.
Ah, that is something I can definitely help you with. And he kind of guides you in and brings you over to one wall, and it's not a lot, but it's like fur coats and jackets and stuff. Nothing super heavy, but enough to nip some cold off. These are the warmest things I've got. It's 5
You
gold
break
a
it
piece.
a little bad right now. I don't know if that's me or you.
It might
Make
have
it to
been
your
me.
end, bro. No.
Yeah,
I'm
the
hearing
internet's
you fine, but
Okay.
Brad
in
has
and
been
out.
cutting out on me.
So he takes you to a wall, and it's got like fur coats and such. They're all cosmetic, other than they'll help keep the chill off. But it's 5 gold, and yep. See, there he went.
Oh, we lost Brian.
That's fine. We can always retcon that if we need to.
I'm gonna wager, since while we're waiting for him, I'm gonna wager he said that with all of us standing there, I would follow him in,
Mhm.
knowing that Fallon and Miss Holly could
Okay.
use some of that stuff too.
Never mind.
Oh, he's
Uh,
trying.
Fur coats, 5 gold apiece.
Okay. Give me the most girly one you got for Miss Holly.
She
Well, I
looks
know Miss Holly.
like a Russian heiress when she puts it on.
This is cute.
You back, Brad?
And then
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, 5 gold per like piece.
Oh, I'm taking a full set. I don't know what you consider to be a full set. Coat,
For
trousers.
a coat and boots. So mark 10 gold.
I'm gonna do the same thing for those two
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, so 10 gold a set. I got those on your inventory, Brad. Mike, just
Okay.
you said for Fallon and Miss Holly.
Yep.
Okay, I'll put them on their inventories.
Thank you.
Should we pick up some for the I forget them, the dwarves,
Dwarves?
the druids, whatever they are.
Was the cold affecting them, DM? I don't remember.
They never left the ship. They typically don't leave the ship.
But might as well pick up some stuff just in case.
Okay, so there's 3 of them, and B's robotic, so
Yeah.
so 30 gold would cover.
Yep.
I can
I
cover
got
that.
it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah, just add 3 fur boots and 3 fur coats to whoever's gonna carry them. Or I'll put them on. I'll put them right on the ship inventory. Actually.
There you go.
Hey, let's get some shovels and picks too.
Not a bad idea, bro.
Yeah, not a bad
Hindsight,
idea.
right? He'll
I'll
sell
let
them one gold a piece. How many of each do you want?
Benin. This one's out of yours.
I don't know. What do you guys say? There's what, 4 of us that usually go out.
Yeah, I would say minimum of 2 apiece. If you want to do anything after that, that's up to you. But I would
Well,
say
let's just double up. You said they're 1 gold a piece, right?
Yep.
Let's just do 10 shovels, 10 picks. We'll just make it easy. It makes what, 40 gold?
20.
20 gold?
Mhm.
Math is hard.
Not as hard as Mark was last night.
Whoa!
Anyways, anything else from the shop while you guys are here?
You put those right on the inventory for us, if you wouldn't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, I put the shovels and the
Perfect.
picks on the ship inventory.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else anybody else can think of? Fitz, Venom, Miss Holly?
Well, I think I have. Although I don't. I'll have to double check that since I only have one pitten. I think I have more than that,
You should
The,
have more than
but
that.
I can deal with that later. That's not a
They
problem.
usually come in sets of 10.
should, since we're here, should we pick up some, planks and wood and stuff just to have on hand for the ship?
I mean, if the numbers you were giving me earlier for gold is anything like mine, we're getting to be pretty broke. Um,
Well,
because
how much is it for lumber?
I will take one of your finest lumbers, sir.
Oh, I don't sell lumber here. You gotta go out to the East Quarter by the stables. They've got a vendor there for that.
okay, we can get them on the way out. Okay, well then if all that's gonna if that concludes the business, then we have to wait till tomorrow for the weapons to be done. I say we go ahead and head back to the ship. We'll swing by the stables on our way out. We'll see what the cost on lumber is, and then head back to the ship.
All right. Anybody else got anything here?
I don't think so.
So you all head out towards the East Gate. And sure enough, across from the stables is a lumber yard, as well as a number of woodworking shops, making anything from little wooden toys to boxes, pipes, walking staffs, that kind of stuff. And then there's the actual lumber yard that sells planks, logs, various cuts and sizes.
Fit,
We'll make this
don't you
quick
like to
because we
pick up?
got 4 minutes left.
Fitz, don't you like trinkets for your kids?
I already got them a bunch in that last major town we were in.
Okay. Well, I
Um,
just thought I'd bring it up since he mentioned something about toys. So
do they have like a set of like woodworking tools?
They sure do. Wood carver's tools is a gold piece per set.
I guess I will break. I guess I'll break my platinum piece. That's
I
what.
got you. What do you need?
I was gonna get Pan a set of woodworking tools. I don't think he has one of those yet.
So somebody mark off 1 gold.
I'll take 2 of them.
One for him, one for you, or you just give them both to him?
Nope, exactly. One for him, one for me.
Okay. So these are actual things I can put in your inventory.
okay. And lumber. What's the damage on lumber?
How much do you want?
Sufficient enough to patch a big hole in the side of the ship if we needed it.
Like a fireball-sized hole or a
Yeah.
firebolt-sized hole?
Fireball. We're dealing with wild magic here, so.
Yeah. 200 gold.
All right, I got it.
I got this one.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. Do we need? Will they be able to deliver that, or do we need to take it ourselves?
We'll happily deliver it for an additional 20 gold.
I got that.
Okay.
Where do you want it delivered to?
Hand me a map, and I'll mark it on the map where we parked the ship. This is going to sound strange, but you're going to find a ship right here, and I mark it on the map.
Oh,
Just take
yeah.
it to that ship.
We saw the ship come in late last night. We're all aware that it's there.
Oh, okay.
Well, you've heard what's going on. We watch the skies 24/7.
Gotcha. So you probably saw us pass earlier then.
Mm,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. We gotta take it one day at a time and leave it alone.
All right. Well,
All right.
that's settled.
Anybody got anything else while y'all are in town?
No, sir. I want to go home and get my torches that B was making for me, but other than that, I'm good.
All right.
Till we come back for weaponry.
So not even lunchtime yet. You guys will leave Schluberg and start making your way back to the Lyra. And that is where we are going to stop for tonight because it is 12 on the dot. Good timing. Thank you, everybody, for coming to watch the stream. Sorry we missed last week. Waters of the Deep is a no-go this week. However, we are doing a one-shot with some of the old crew from my pre-streaming days, running the new 2024 D&D 5e handbook, kind of giving that a test run, seeing what all these new class builds and abilities are like, and it'll be just a quick one-shot ran by myself, the normal Waters of the Deep time. Otherwise, we'll see you back next week for our regularly scheduled entertainment. Bye, everybody.